I'm your friendly host, Jay, joined by my friends. We got Co here.
Man, what we talking about?
And we got Uncle Damo.
Hi, my name is Uncle Damo.
That was terrible. You can catch this.podcast at linktree/this.podcast, and we'll meet you where you're at. And we got video on YouTube. Shout out to the incredible Lawrence and Larimer. You can catch them at 3225 East Colfax, or you can go on lawrenceandlarimer.com and use the promo code WhatCo?
Oh, I forgot, man.
This
dot, and you'll get like 70% off.
No,
JC?
no, it's 99.999%.
4% off.
Oh, no, it's 99%.
no tax.
No tax. We'll cover the sales tax for you.
Yeah.
Today we got a special guest, and we are excited. This young lady is a businesswoman, an artist, and an author, and is a homegrown Denverite. Let's give it up for Courtney Phason-Martinez. Hey. You're in the building. This has been in the working for a while. We're excited to have you.
Talking to Mike, Courtney.
Oh, thank you for having me.
How you feeling?
I'm good.
You good?
Yes.
I think everybody's wild up. We were having a heated debate before we got into
Yes, we were.
we got into this interview, but yeah, let's get right to it.
Let's do it.
So, tell us about the things you got going on, because you are a very busy woman. You're an entrepreneurial mind, and you are very unique in that way. Tell us about some things that you got going on.
Right now I am a full-time salon owner and hairstylist. So I am 100% active in my salon. So I do hair.
What's the name of the salon?
Serenity Hair Studios.
And where can they find it?
7950 East Mississippi.
7950
Like
East
rhyming.
Mississippi.
Hey, he said I was an artist. You know, I got a sign. Go find me on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm over in the Denver, Aurora area.
Gotcha.
What got you interested in hair? Let's start there.
I like that.
What got me interested in hair? Just being confident with the hair I already had. You know what I mean? I've never wanted anything else but my own hair. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those people that was like, oh, I wish my hair was curly. I wish it was longer. I wish it was this. I just accepted what I had and worked with it.
Nice.
And
So wait,
yeah.
where did that come from?
I don't know. I think it was just in me.
It
was just in me.
So like the parents didn't kind of like give you that pride and, hey, what the context of your hair it is, you should be proud of that because it's beautiful.
Yeah, but no. I mean, my mom did our hair, and we went to salons. I have a great aunt that owned her own salon on Popular in Colfax, so hair is definitely in the blood.
In the family.
All my cousins, we can braid, we can do something. I mean, if we really put it all together, we would sew it up if we all wanted to do hair. But
Courtney,
I wanted to do hair.
I think that tells part of the story. So that you said your cousins do it, your people, like, how did that happen in your family? For, like you said, your aunt owned a salon, your people can do hair. Like, it sounds like it's just like a part of your family DNA.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's part of the culture all the way back. I mean, you know, just black women taking pride in our hair and being able to be versatile with that. So in our family, it was a bunch of us, and we just took turns. But me being maybe slightly one of the older cousins in the family, I did, you know, everyone's hair.
So you was big cousin, so you was the one that they came to like, yo, get me right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forced it. I mean, I have in the audience a cousin here that by the time she came home from Columbine Elementary, I'm taking them ponytails down and we're redoing them again.
That's dope.
That is dope.
I think it's a lost art too, right? Like, I don't know that a lot of kids know how to do other kids' hair. And you said, hey, I was a kid and I was doing my younger cousin's hair.
Yeah.
That takes talent, skill, patience.
Absolutely.
You don't want to knock her head off her head, you know, when they're messing with you, right?
Yeah, no. I mean, because most kids, I mean, they experience, and what you find is they'll cut someone's hair. You know what I mean? Both, that's the story in all probably black families is like somebody took the scissors and cut such and such ponytails or cut their own hair, where I was like, nah, I'm the stylist.
Yeah.
I'm going to part this way. Tomorrow you going this way. You know, and then, you know, for me, my grandmother did my hair. My mom did it, and I didn't like it. And my grandmother did it. I didn't like it. I got teased. But then when my dad did it, because he just only knew so many styles, that was the best one.
What was the favorite style?
Your dad.
My dad called my hair.
What was the favorite style?
4 ponytails.
Oh,
I
that's
got
me.
the cross. Straight back, side to side.
That's me. So and y'all don't know, I have 3 girls, and the thing that I say, like what I could do back in my, and Courtney, you've done my girls' hair.
I have.
I say I can do a mean bun and I can do some pigtails. That's it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get the 4. I could get the 2.
Hey.
Yeah.
The basics is always, and the simpler the hairdo, it always the better. But like when my grandma, she would roll them in the knots, and then my mom, she would connect them, and I would have these horns. And I'm like, no, why you getting fancy? But when my dad did it, they was just straight.
So what did your dad do? Like give us an example of what your dad did.
A cup of water, brush. I mean, he had the comb, but you know that was just to get the part. That, and then once he got the part, then he set that to the side.
So it was all natural, not a lot of product. Like, just water.
Just water.
Let's part it.
Let's
get it right.
Let's get it
But
right.
did dad instinctively know? Or did mom work with him? Or did he just instinctively know how to do your hair?
I think he just knew how to do it.
That's so dope.
Man,
that
that is so dope, because I remember my wife left out of town and left me with my daughter, and I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I got the water, kind of loosened it up a little bit, got the pick, and for a guy who does not know how to do hair, the headband is your best friend.
Oh shit.
The headband, you just threw a headband on this.
Brushed
it back a little bit.
I threw a headband on there, slicked it back, and we had a little play day with me and Uncle Wah.
Hey, you know what? I'm shook.
Did she have the fro? Like
She had the fro.
I got it. Yeah.
He used water. I just combed hair.
Oh shoot. I mean, you gotta have.
You didn't use
something.
water?
No,
No,
man, I just combed hair.
And
they're like, call the police, abusive dad.
Child Protection Services.
CPS. Like, I'm like, no, we're good.
You had no conscience on the edges or nothing. You didn't give a fuck about the edges or nothing. You
No,
just combed
man.
the shit straight out the
Dude,
edge.
I did a mean pony. I was just joking, man.
Got it.
Yeah.
I could braid a little bit, but my problem was the hair tie. Like I always struggled because I'd be getting my fingers all knotted up, and then I couldn't
I was
get
just
it
gonna
out.
say
and it
that
was
you
just
know
like,
men have big hands, and that was a big thing too. Like the knuckles, it would be like,
Dad, you're hurting me. Yeah.
So you're saying
I
men
took
just
it.
have big knuckles for no reason?
Yeah, to me. And they're just in the way.
Just in the way of the hair.
That's why you couldn't get the rubber band to come out those fingers, because you like let the fingers work and your knuckles is out. I don't know why. But, yeah.
So fat ass knuckles.
So fat ass knuckles.
So you're saying I have fat knuckles? I don't have fat knuckles.
Yeah, you do.
Look
No,
at
my
your
knuckles.
hands.
They're
Yeah,
just
man.
big. And
Come
actually, I had no problems with hair ties. Y'all have fat knuckles.
What you said? We got fat
Y'all
knuckles?
got fat knuckles. I don't. I was good with hair ties.
Oh, I'll shoot you some bail. If you think you don't have fat knuckles, man.
I'll tie hair tie tonight.
We got a fitness trainer. She can help you with your knuckles.
That's fitness. I
Kinda
got.
lose some weight
She
with
got
your
hand
knuckles. Yeah.
exercises.
She got them grippers. She got you.
Hey,
got
and
you.
I'll put her hair in a ponytail in a heartbeat.
Well, sticking with hair, I think it's important that you've been doing it all your life. You have a passion for it, and I think it's important that young black girls kind of hear not only the story because you're an author, and it's Amber's Big Hair.
Amber's Big Day.
Big Day, sorry. And what made you and inspire you to write a children's book about hair? Why? I understand why you probably did it, but why was it so important?
Because that's where I started. You know what I mean? Again, just speaking on doing it as a child and doing my little cousins. And then when I had the opportunity to start my internship, that's all they shot to me were the kids.
Got it.
So when I worked at Miss Lily's, I did all the kids. So now at this point, the women that were coming in had someone to do their children's hair, and just the things that they say and the way that I make them feel and the way they turn the chair into the mirror is like,
That's awesome.
their faces. It's crazy. And so even when I decided to write the book, I had time. I'm pregnant at my third pregnancy with the twins. Finally found out I'm having a girl. Thank you, Jesus.
Hey, that boy
That
spilled
was
everything.
magical.
You got bloopers. That sounded, yo.
Did you hear
That
the sound?
sounded really bad.
That sounded nuts. Sorry
sounded
for
like-
that. We can edit timestamp.
Timestamp.
But I want to stay there because I think that's beautiful because you said you saw how elated those girls were as you were doing their hair. So can you talk a little bit about backing up a little bit of like where Black girls might be not as confident because of the images that they see in themselves? Like, how did you instill that in them, in the pride that you put into them as doing their hair and making it look beautiful?
I mean, with me doing this for so long, I mean, I don't put them on the spot to talk about it. You just kind of have that feeling, you know what I mean? With me being in this profession, I wear a lot of hats. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I have to sponge into the emotion. I'm the therapist. I'm the comedian. I'm the mom. I'm the cousin. I'm the I have to be whoever I got to be for that person in that chair. You know what I mean? So with the little kids, of course, it's just making sure that they're comfortable and don't have this fear and it's going to be okay. And I coach them through it. And I am, I got a little grandma in me, so I'm very stern, like, hold your, be still, because it's going to get hot and this and, that and the other. So even at the time when I wrote my book, social media is coming out. And now you're starting to see the pretending and the desires to have this certain hair or that kind of look. And natural was coming in to being real big and wearing your curls and big and not straightening, and we're not doing relaxers anymore. But you still have these young girls that are confused that think like, but I want this and I need that. And, when you're a little girl, you wear your hair natural. You don't we don't put heat on our kids' hair. We don't, and now we're not doing relaxers, so we really not straightening the hair. So they're like, my hair's short. It doesn't do this. And then, with this diversity of schools, the Hispanic girls, the mixed girls, the white girls, they want what the Black girls have too.
Right.
So I'm going through that where they're like, white girls want beads and the little Black girl wants straight hair. So when I wrote the book, it was about that. Like, you can have it all. Just understand that your hair, you're the most special person because you can do it all. Everybody can't even do what you do. And that's what makes Black women special.
That's dope.
That we can wear our hair all many different ways. And that's where the book came from.
Yeah.
Round of applause. Yeah. If I had my board, round of applause.
And Courtney, I'm sorry. Courtney, one of the things that I think about is that moment when you finish the hair and like the stylist turns the chair, like they push the chair and it looks into the mirror, and it's like they have that feeling. It's like it's done, it's complete, and like even men, when we look in the mirror after we get a haircut, we look fucking amazing.
He get brand new.
Yeah, we get brand new.
Ready to take on the world.
But like you as the artist, in that sense, you really are an artist. How do you feel when people look so satisfied with the way that they look?
Oh, I'm always happy. I'm always thrilled. I mean, I'm trying not to show the emotion. I might just go put the towel in the laundry basket, like, because I don't know what they're really gonna say, but I see it, I feel it,
and you care,
and I care, and then whatever it is, I'm always happy when they're happy.
Yeah.
So but I try to let them just have their moment, so I'm not like overshadowed. Like,
but like that turn is everything. When you push and that turn, and they look in the mirror, that's
And I mean,
dope.
even in my book, I mean, it's crazy. Like, I didn't know I was going to be able to write something verbatim. And every so often, that little girl, when I turn that chair, it's like, Mommy, you.
Yeah.
And that's in
I'm
my
about to be
book.
extra
It's
bad
right
today,
there.
Mama.
It's in the book. It says, Mommy, look at my hair.
Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
get that word for word from every little girl that's never had their hair flat ironed before. And they're like, I turn that chair around and they just can't believe that that
but
little
it's-
puff is here or whatever it is.
Light
They're
up.
like,
It's so ingrained. It's so ingrained that my daughter, when she got her hair done, it's like, yo, the tongue comes out the mouth. With the tongue out the mouth smile, like the duck lips, and you're like, dude, you're 1 year old, you're a year. So like, let's kind of dig into that. Like, how ingrained is hair, the culture of hair, and just that whole like self-esteem piece? Like, when does that start? And like, what is that part of why you wanted to start doing hair, in terms of trying to uplift self-esteem, making Black women feel special? Like, what was the impetus of you wanting to do hair?
I mean, definitely, I like that people trusted me, and accepted me to do their hair. Yeah. That's what it was. I mean, because again, I started in high school, for real, 98. Every homecoming, every dance, I was pin curling in the bathroom doing something. So I knew then, like, this is what I want to do. I like the way,
Hey, Sauce, the prices back then was probably like, give me like $13.
Yeah.
Right. You get a $2 tip.
$15. I might have got 20 every pony.
Hey, yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Sure ain't. So yeah, I just always knew that. That's what I want to do. And I mean, like I said before, Black women, we take pride in our hair, and, that's the crown.
So let me ask you, because I think that's dope. And I think this question is more for Black men, right? And I know you've heard it before of like, sometimes, and I've said this before, I don't put a lot of stock in the hair, like as far as that's the makeup of a woman and that's what I'm looking for. There are people out there that do. Like, you got to have long hair. It got to look like this. It got to look like that. I'm not that guy. But what is your message to people like that just put so much emphasis on hair, and it should look away, and, it needs to be long and kind of that Eurocentric look in order to represent beauty?
I mean, everybody has a preference, but you shouldn't put anybody down for what they want and how they want to look. You know what I mean? We all have a choice, and, if you're into that, be into that. But, just use your words wisely. I wouldn't change anybody's opinion. I just can't do that. But,
right.
I think that, you never want to hurt anybody's feelings behind the choices of how they want to wear their hair. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, with women, all races, we didn't have the amenities, the financial benefits to afford, weaves and wigs and this and that, back in the day. And even now, I mean, weaves and extensions are expensive. And so we still have women that are wanting to achieve that and can't do that because of the price or this, that, and the other. So, when people judge Black women for wearing weaves or wigs and baby hair and eyelashes, it was like, well, then other women were doing it before us, and they had the means to do it. We were getting the hand-me-downs to do it. We in the kitchen cooking up, trying to figure out how to do it. You know what I mean? Cutting off stuff and, taking the hand-me-downs, trying to make the best of it, and wearing a scarf and doing, you know what I mean? So, again, we still need to just be accepting of whatever it is that we have, and if that's how she can do her hair, just love her for her hair.
But Courtney, so how do you coach a woman? How do you coach a woman through the insecurities around her hair?
But are you coaching, or are you just like
supporting?
Listening?
No, that's what I'm saying. Coaching, supporting, listening. Like, how do you do that? Because like, women are beautiful, and I think sometimes women put more stock in, and this is just my assumption, I think guys aren't really that pressed. You know what I mean? I think if a guy truly loves you and he truly cares about you, he's going to accept you for what you are.
So for me, I mean, there's some validity.
We got some head, like, we have some, no.
Okay. Courtney's going to speak for himself.
Let him finish.
Hey,
if I care about you, hair is not going to be the barrier as to why I'm going to love you. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck if you ain't got a
bullshit.
hair.
Because the first thing you see, you still see that.
No,
you know what I mean?
No,
you might, like I said, choose your words wisely. You still gonna look like, babe, come home with it. You gonna be like,
no.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Can I speak?
That's a general. Yeah,
Go ahead,
I like to
David.
hear you.
I like teeth.
You like
see.
teeth.
Oh,
like teeth.
nice, man.
I like teeth.
Yeah.
I like teeth.
That's
See?
great.
Hey,
But
hair.
for me,
Hair, you can have the A7.
The A side.
but honestly, for me,
7A, you got that 4C.
nah,
Yeah,
but-
4C. My
You got
bad.
that 4C.
Nah, but for me, honestly, like, yo, if I'm in love with you and I care about you and I'm really feeling you, like, I'm not gonna let hair be the barrier as to why I love you.
No.
I'm
That's
gonna love
dope.
you.
But that's just through
that's
I'm
dope.
gonna love you. I'm gonna love you regardless. But how do you coach women through being comfortable with what they have?
Well,
I mean, I
don't.
just listen. The key word, like you said, was listen.
Yes.
I mean, most women have already talked themselves in the mirror, the shower, the car ride to me about everything. So I'm just there to listen and give you my professional opinion. I might look into what you tell me and what you do for work every day. Are you married? Are you single? What's your lifestyle like with your kids? I got to give you all of that so that I know the style that I'm going to give you when you walk out that door.
you can walk
keep
in
a-
front of cameras.
You know,
you're
you
good.
can keep achieving that.
Just
you know
don't
what I
knock 'em
mean? So
down.
that's why, I mean, it's called a consultation.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to consult with you. and
But I
go
think
from there.
there's another side of the coin of like, yes, you can coach the woman or, give her all that confidence and support. But I do think on the other side of the significant other, whoever it is, it's like they need to understand hair, I would say,
Yeah.
right? Like you just can't be superficial,
Yeah.
I think, and be like, yo, if she doesn't, if her hair is not natural all the
Right.
time, or if she's wearing weaves or, the extension braids, whatever it is, it's like there's an understanding that comes with that. You know what I mean? Of like, women celebrate their hair however they want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And you got to be accepting of that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like,
Because let's.
yeah,
I
you
mean,
know what I mean?
know
I'm going to
this
have the
y'all
real
show, but
conversation.
listen,
No,
no,
that's
this
why
is
we're
your
here.
show.
But let
This
me
is
talk
your
about
show.
it.
That's why
we
we're
got
here.
travel hair, we got birthday hair, we got sex hair.
Talk
we
about
got
it.
that, all
Courtney.
that kind of hair.
What is-
you know what I mean?
what is
the
So,
sex hair?
like,
Courtney,
you-
Courtney,
you
Courtney,
ain't
what is
gonna-
it?
You
Why
gonna
are we
get that
here?
difference.
What is the
and-
sex hair?
No,
What is the sex
no. Courtney, no. We're not going there yet.
hair? Are we almost there?
Why can't
Almost
we?
there.
Why can't
No,
we go?
Like, I think she broke it down. She said you have 1, 2, like
The
take
different
it
kind
through
of
the
hair.
There's all
stages.
kind of barriers of
Take it
hair.
through the stages.
And
Hot
again,
pink.
like since
Hot
you're
pink
saying
is
the
the sex hair.
significant other, and let's get into the dating. I mean, I just remember doing this, watching Dr. Phil one time, and they were again going into this natural and straight because I ride the fence with that. Like I went to New Orleans, and it was just at that time it was the natural thing and the big chop and the curly and the this and the that, and I still like my hair straight.
Yeah.
I don't have a relaxer, but I feel just as pro-black natural as I can be.
No
But
weed
I'm
dance.
getting a flat
Word.
iron.
Okay.
I'm not
No,
wearing
absolutely.
my natural hair. I'm not wearing them curly. I do it for about 2-3 days. That's it. But I'm getting the flat iron.
Yes.
Got
But
it.
But me and another woman right here at that time, I could feel the tension that she was like,
You're wrong.
yes. And then
Got it.
all the shirts on the booths and all this was like happy to be nappy and whoopty. What? Listen, I'm Rosa Parks all day, but I'm gonna have a flat iron.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I'm riding with y'all, and we can go do all this stuff, but I'm not gonna be.
I'm going to the
in
march
no
with a flat
afro.
iron.
Yeah,
Hey, so go to travel hair.
yeah.
No,
Travel
so,
hair,
Travel. What is braids?
braids.
Okay.
First pick is braids. You know what I mean? And
Why
you know the
braids?
wet and go. Why braids? Because
They ain't gotta worry about it.
Yeah, you ain't got
Get
to
the
do
pool.
nothing.
You can get in the pool.
Yeah, you can get in the water.
Do whatever you want.
And
Water
I know you wanna
glistening
talk-
all
that
over
goes
your
into
body.
the sex hair too, because
sex
then
hair.
you
What's
can
the
get in
sex
because you can get in the shower now.
Okay,
you
now
ain't
you
gotta worry
talking.
about my hair getting messed up. Come on,
Now you
get in here
talking.
now.
So the braids is sex hair?
Braids are sex hair?
Braids is sex hair.
What?
Wet and go like the young lady here. She can get in the shower tonight and
The wet and go?
'Cause
It looks beautiful, yeah. I see all different kind of hairstyles from the lady in the crowd.
Yeah.
And
the
natural
locks,
too, yeah, and the
natural,
locks.
oh, they love that. They liberate. They can just go. They always
Hey,
ready.
throw some water and some
They
TCB
always
up in there, and
ready.
they good.
Yes, they got
Now,
a
what's
spray
church hair?
bottle.
What's church hair? What's church
Yeah,
hair?
what's church hair?
What's church hair?
Church hair would be sleek and clean, just straight. Yeah,
Nice and neat.
Nice and neat.
Ready
Nice
for
and
the
neat.
church
Yes.
hat, just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Got
I'm
that
with you.
straight bun, straight curls.
Okay.
So here's a question. When the
Don't do
lady
too
comes
much.
sits in your chair, does she say, I want vacation hair, I want sex hair, I want
That's
church
funny.
hair?
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, they can do that.
Yeah.
So, or do you look at them like, hey,
Oh, this
like,
is sex hair, right? Yeah.
this is
Once
sex
you
hair
get
right here.
done.
Yeah, I'll
Throw some
definitely.
bread.
When they bring me some stuff, yeah,
That's
I mean,
funny.
we can talk about it.
Hey,
I'll be
yeah.
like, oh, you about to do something. I mean, yeah, you make
Courtney,
it fun.
they be like, girl, I'm about to go to Cabo. You're like,
I got you.
braids.
Yes.
Girl, I'm about to go to Jamaica. What?
Oh,
We
let's
gonna
get
give
them
you the
locks.
Rasta braids.
Let's
Oh,
get
yeah,
them
they going
locks.
over there to Alicia. She
Let's
gonna
get
give
them
them
locks.
braids.
Hey,
Yes.
that wet look ain't gonna look right in Jamaica. You better put that shit
Oh,
in
I'm
some
going to
braids.
Potter's house. They make you nice and neat.
The Potter's
They make you look like it.
you
I'm going
go
to
to
Porter
church.
House. I'm going to Potter House. Let me go and make sure you
Oh,
look
yeah.
like
Press her
a,
hair out.
a respectable
if you
young
going to a
young
job
lady.
interview and you
Funny.
going to church, you ain't getting all them baby hairs and all that stuff.
That is
Okay?
hilarious.
I'm
That's
not
great.
slicking
Crazy.
you up. No.
Thank you.
Really?
That was good.
No.
Well, speaking of that, let's talk about, because we, guys up here, and we all, we've been to the barbershop and you get into that type of talk. What be going on in the salon? Like, what are the topics that y'all talking about? Because we get in there and we like, yeah, we talking sports, like
LeBron
LeBron versus
Man,
Kobe or
hey, but
Michael
that
Jordan.
Girl booty fat. That girl booty
Yeah,
fat.
I mean, we talk about all those things.
His
but
shoulders big, girl.
Listen. But the first, we
His man's big,
gonna
girl.
fly. We go no.
No. So let's add. That's
We
a
doing
great point,
karaoke.
Co. So, like, what physical attributes are you looking for on the man? Because we, the derriere,
No,
the
Jay,
bottom.
She was gonna answer the question first.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, about what happens
in the salon.
in the salon.
Oh, I didn't want to lose the moment. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm
We
sorry.
all in the moment. I can keep double back. I
And
got
Damo
this.
has to always say
You
so.
know, listen, we talk about everything. You
Okay.
know what I mean? We keep it brief, but I mean, I'm gonna just
Y'all
keep
don't
it
keep
all-
it brief.
No, I'm gonna keep it what. First of all, my shop is called Serenity Hair Studio. It's a peaceful environment.
Calm.
We keep it
Peace.
PG for a minute. You know what I mean? Even when we want to gossip and do this and that.
Is that the
it's
hours at like 10 to
Yes,
12?
it's
All
a
right,
bare
I'm with you.
minimum. It's a bare minimum because we on our own shit and we got our own shit going. So most of the time, depending on the women that are there, we're gonna talk about our shit. We are not talking about no one there. So anybody come in my shop, feel safe. We ain't talking about you.
Got it.
When you come
That's
in,
good.
when you leave, you gonna feel safe. You gonna feel welcome to talk about your shit. We not talking about nobody else. We do not gossip. And if we do and we seen something that might have happened out in the streets or a concert, I mean, we kind of got like a 5-10 minute minimum of talking about somebody's other
Me, me,
shit.
me, me,
You know what I
me, me,
mean? Like,
meow.
we just ain't
Cut
on
that
that.
shit off,
Like,
man.
yeah, we got our own drama already. So
That's
that's
what's up.
what we talking about in the shop. We
It's
talking about
Serenity up
what
in
we
there.
doing. Yeah. Fall asleep or we talking shit, and then after about 7:00, it's karaoke.
Hell
who
yeah.
you met,
No,
who you
Courtney,
talking
we
about.
want to
Nice.
be a fly on the wall. What are y'all talking about?
She won't give it up.
She just being
She ain't
real
giving it up.
PC right now.
So
Yeah,
no,
'cause,
so Courtney,
you
let
know,
me go
cats
even
don't-
deeper. Let me go deeper. Do you have the same conversations that you did at Miss Lily's that you do at Serenity?
Hell no.
See,
Hell no. I'm
That's
building
funny.
a brand.
yeah. So
Now I'm established. I can do what I
I
want.
love that. So what's your brand? Like, what's Courtney's brand?
Courtney's brand is to let you know I'm just like you.
Love it.
I'm never trying to be better than you, bigger than you. I'm a round the way girl just like you. That's what I want everybody to feel comfortable around me. I got the same $20 one week and the next week I got $2,000. Like
That's
I'm
a
just
fact.
like
That's a
you.
fact.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to
Absolutely.
get fly like you. If you need a referral, what I got you, so I don't want anybody to feel intimidated by me. That's my brand.
Man, Courtney
That's
carries
what's up.
love.
No,
man.
no,
She
and
carries
Sauce,
love. man.
I don't
does.
mean to debo the conversation, but like
But
Courtney,
you are, though, man.
No, but
you
this-
won't let
no,
them get it off,
no,
man.
this is real
No,
talk.
but Let him get it off.
This is real talk.
Oh,
Let him get it off, man.
Man, let
him get it off.
To Damo, man.
Let him get it off.
Don't
man.
say that again.
That's
Let
what
him
you
get
do
it
to
off.
me. It's not fun, is it?
Let him get it off.
Tell me what you
Pause.
want.
That's weird.
You're weird. Psych. Go ahead.
That's one of the things that I have always appreciated about you is like you're genuine in your own space, your own skin. Like you, whether you see Courtney at Juneteenth, whether you see Courtney at the shop, whether you see Courtney at the podcast or in the streets,
all love.
like not in the street,
I'm in
at Walmart.
In the street.
Yeah, at Walmart.
At Sally's.
At Sally's, yes, at Sally's. No, but
Sally's
like
or the
At Agave Shore. Shout out to
Agave
Agave
Shore.
Shore.
Shout out
Yeah.
Agave Shore.
we got
In the house.
Agave Shore is a real talk.
Absolutely.
But like Courtney, I think that's one of the things I appreciate about you is that in your space, wherever you're at, you're you.
Thank you.
And that's important to me. Being a black male that supports a black woman, kudos to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
You know what, Courtney, you carry love.
Always.
Like, honestly, I it's gonna sound corny, but I kind of equate you like Diddy's on this buddy love, Diddy love.
What?
Like all Courtney talks about on her social media is love. You know what I mean? And it's funny because Cardeezy talked about like, how can you ever have an issue with a heart? Because you from the East Side, you from Aurora, you from Park Hill. Like, I'm from Park Hill. I throw a heart on my shirt. So I'm showing you, I'm coming out the gate that this is love. Mm-hmm. One thing that I noticed about just following Courtney on social media, seeing Courtney out in the world, she shows love to people. So when you sit here and say things like, when you come to my shop, everything is even playing field. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We're not talking about nobody. We're not causing no drama. We're not talking no shit. We're here on love. And it's funny, we're talking offline, and the world revolves around love. Mm-hmm. And that's what you are on right now. And that's why you're going to be blessed. That's why your shop is going to be blessed.
Thank you.
That's why your hookah spot's going to be blessed. And let's kind of transition into your hookah.
Okay.
Into business,
into
right?
business.
Yeah.
And I really want to delve into you as a businesswoman. Like, what got you interested into being an entrepreneur, and what made you comfortable with saying, like, I'm okay with running multiple businesses at simultaneously. I'm running a salon right here, but then I'm running a hookah spot right here, and I'm running a Sleeping Pretty over here. Like, how do you manage all that?
Woo, it's rough. I mean, I feel like I got ADD when it comes to business, but I knew when I was doing odd jobs. Well, I didn't have a whole bunch of odd jobs, but I was always late. So I had to figure out, like, what can I do where I can be on time to my own shit? You know what I mean? Because I ain't going to make it. I don't even make it to my own appointments on time. But it's like, at least you going to get out first. If you the first one there, you leaving first. But I'm still late at 10:30.
That's critical.
I always wish we had our drops right now.
Hey, that comes with the culture of a salon.
No,
like, you
hey,
know what I mean?
that
my
culture's
one
bullshit, by the way. Anyway.
You go get the one that
Hey,
smoke.
if I have an
that wanna
appointment
eat,
at
that's
10,
late. It's one or the other.
Courtney, if I have an appointment at 10,
I want
I
you
want to
at
be
10.
out at 11.
I want you at 10. I want you at 10, Courtney.
Yeah.
I want you at
9:50.
10. If I have an appointment at 10, I want you at 10.
Yeah.
10:08.
10:08. That's just how it goes.
That's just
No,
how it goes.
Courtney, the bigger
Sometimes
question.
I'm there on time, and then they don't be there. But I think that's because they be used to me being late. So
Yeah.
I don't know. What it
So
is,
real
but
quick,
No, she
so
didn't
about
finish the question.
the hookah spot. Let's talk about
Yeah.
that.
the hookah for me was
My bad.
I don't know. 2019, I spent my last birthday before the pandemic in Houston, which I did it twice, 2019 and 20. And everywhere we went, it was like a hookah thing. And I just knew it wasn't something tapped in Denver. And so during the pandemic, I was like, I don't know what to do. But that was the first time I did not ever work. Like, God has blessed me to be able to do hair for 20 years and no other job. I've never worked anywhere else, done anything else but hair, and it's provided for me and my children, my family, everything. Like, I've been able to just live and survive just off hair. So I'm so grateful for that. So expanding for me was just, I mean, I like social environments. I'm a people person, and I just felt like it was untapped and something that I felt like I would enjoy to do. So being that I've already been doing a lot of different businesses, it was like, okay, this time you know how to dot your I's,
Cross your
T's, do the research, don't skip a few things, you know, because in the business, you're going to mess up over and over and over again. And I've already had all the flaws. I know my flaws. I know my procrastination, which is the big thing. So this time with the hookah, I really just was like, get it done. You know what I mean? And I decided in October. By November, I was doing Friendsgivings. By December, I had 3 Christmas parties. Well, this is May. I'm at Agave Shore for the last 5 months. Every Sunday. I'm looking forward to the summer picnics, vibing in the park. I'm expanded with the vapes. Like, I'm just ready. But I knew, like, this is what I'm going to do. And this time I knew being experienced that how to do it a little bit.
What's your why around hookah though? Like, what's your why? I hear you said that hookah wasn't really tapped in Denver, Colorado, but what made you feel like it would work here?
Because everybody's traveling and seeing it everywhere, and they want to have it here. And
it's social, you said.
It's a social thing. It just makes you feel good. It's something else to do. Nice. You just feel important. It's cute on the snaps. You know, even when I have to sell it, that's exactly what I'm telling them. They're like, I've never done it. I'm like, just take a picture, girl.
Right.
When the smoke come out, you're going to be cute. You know what I mean? Because that's what it is. And everywhere you go, and that's the response I get. Love and then that. People that are coming out of town, they're like, where's the hookah spot? Da, 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 da. But they wanted to be in an environment where they can do everything. Eat, drink, all that. And in Denver, they only have hookah lounges. So you can't go to other spots and local restaurants or, you know, agaves and stuff like that and have hookah. They just don't have it. So
are they trying to work towards that, or is there a movement try to make that happen?
I think it will be.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Courtney, one of the things that we're working on really heavy is building our business. Mm-hmm. As somebody who's built businesses, like what suggestion or what advice would you give us? Like, what are some of the learning lessons that you have that you would pay it forward?
Do your research.
Professor Courtney.
Yeah, do your research. Stay encouraged. Don't feel like you're copying anything, because if you love it and you have a passion for it, you could do it. I mean, you've seen all the different quotes and memes. There's all different bread topics and, you know, varieties of seasonings and this and that, but it's the same seasoning. It's okay. You just gonna bring your own little flavor sauce to it. Yeah, but it'll be the same thing. So
for you, what do you think like the most important and the key thing that you like rely on when it's like, I'm starting a business? Like, what's your like fallback?
Do I want to do it? How much time am I gonna and effort am I gonna do it?
Sure.
You know, if I know I'm just gonna half-ass it, and just don't do it.
So let me take it one more step. Why would you say no to a business? Or like, what's the most challenging thing you faced as a business owner?
Not being able to give it my full attention. I mean, where I struggle for me and my businesses is marketing.
There we go. Okay. I'm intimidated about the time.
Got it.
You know, every day I'm like, it's 10 o'clock a.m. Should I post it down? Then when I get off and I got time, I'm like, it's midnight. And I'm thinking people are going to judge me like, you're still up and you just wanted to post that because you think you're popular. I'm in my head thinking like it's always the wrong time
just getting
to
in
market.
Your own way.
Let's drill into
because that's crazy. Because for us, we had the same feeling of like, you know, you do your research and you say, hey, when's the best time to post, right? You do all that silly stuff, and then you're like, you get caught up in that, like, oh, your normal job, and then you all might have missed the time to post, and then you're not used to posting all the time just because you might not have that muscle. You might feel a way of like, am I giving them too much? Am I giving them too little?
Exactly.
And those are the kind of things that we struggle with of like,
Yo,
you know what I came to the realization of is like, get out your own way.
Get out my own.
And then just start posting, you know, and work the algorithms and all that stuff. And then you'll start to see those results come in, and you like, people like it at 2 a.m. Some people liking it at, 6 when they get up. Yeah, absolutely.
that's a good point, Jay.
Yeah.
So, I hear you.
Yeah, that's one
a
of my
struggle.
things,
It's
yeah.
real.
Yeah, that's one of my things. I mean, I'm going to just be honest. And I've skipped some things. I've done a photo shoot and didn't even have a business. Like, why you got pictures?
Hey, we did a photo shoot and we didn't have a business.
No, absolutely.
Hey,
And that's
yeah.
some backwards
Hey,
ass shit, too.
Courtney, we did a whole photo shoot on Colfax in the alley. We did it here.
Oh,
And we
yeah.
had a business.
You would have thought we was big time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We
Oh,
had
yeah.
10 followers, and we were like,
Hey, and the photographer was up
like
in here.
jumping,
Right.
like jumping in the goddamn,
doing this, not
alley.
looking at the camera.
like
Hey,
really
no,
act like
hey,
you
we
superstars.
stopped traffic in the middle of Colfax right there, and we was like, "This is our block.
Yeah.
We're gonna take this picture."
But that gave you the confidence,
It did.
even though you think
Yeah.
it can even be wrong and backwards. It made you feel good. And then it was like you had those photos to come back and look at it and encourage you more to do the next thing. And like, okay, we got to go back to A and do this. Okay, now we're going to contact this. Now we're going to buy this. And we're going to build up this. You know what I mean? So sometimes, that's just
Man.
what entrepreneur is. You just gonna mess up. Like if
Exactly.
you ain't messing up, then you ain't doing it
You're
right.
not you're not taking
you
risks.
Ain't doing it
Right.
right. Yeah.
Like, that's true facts.
Yeah,
Like, big
that's
facts
it.
right there.
Yeah.
Big,
Well
big,
said.
Super big fact. So what makes you transcend the hate? Like, because like you said, like kind of how we talked about, like I think Killer was really transparent when he said, like, it's 12 o'clock at night, I'm posting. You have a certain insecurity about that because you're like, is people looking at me like, this dude's up at 12 o'clock, like posting?
They look
Like,
at
what
you
the fuck
funny,
is he
yeah.
doing?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
how do you transition to hate in terms of promoting your business, in terms of pushing your business forward, and feeling confident that it's like, I don't give a fuck about what nobody talking about. Like, how do you transcend that?
Pray.
Because hate is out
Just-
there.
Yeah,
hate,
it's
hate
out
is real.
there. You just
The
gotta
love
pray.
is fake. The love is
Yeah.
fake, and the hate is real.
I pray about it, and then I kind of walk away from it for a minute and think about how I feel about it. And then you see all these things that tell you like, don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about who claps for you, and don't worry about who says this. That's not how the world works either.
do think about it,
gotta
though.
get them win. You gotta get them claps. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
get them praises. You gotta get. So then you gotta tap into that. Like, who is clapping for me? Who is
Yes.
worried
Who's
about what I'm
support?
doing? Who is gonna be happy? And I mean, of course, the basics of that for me is my kids.
Hey, we know
Nice.
who's clapping for
My
us.
kids is like,
No, real talk. Like, not on some arrogant shit, but like, you being here, you're clapping for us.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all being here, you're clapping for us, and we clap for you too.
Exactly.
And I'll tell you one way that I clap for you is you were selling your books at Juneteenth, and I bought it. And my daughter has a slew of books that we read, every night. And that's one of her favorite books.
Sweet.
And I tagged you on Instagram, and she loves that book. And she knows the storyline and everything. And so my point in telling you that is, like, your work is important, whether you're in a salon, whether you're at a hookah lounge, whether you're writing a book, whether you're just having a conversation with us or anybody else. Like, kudos to you for like sharing your voice and the
awesome,
things
Damo.
that you hear that are important to Black women.
That's awesome,
Thank
Damo.
you.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
what's dope about Courtney, is that, and I always harken back to the conversation that we had with Jules, right? In terms of being the culture in Denver, being able to amplify each other, right? And we talked about how like, we have Jules' show on our platform, right? And we get on Jules' platform and we kind of elevate that way, right? the one thing that you did, Courtney, that really resonated with us as a pod is that, Courtney knew she was coming today and she promoted the fuck out of this shit. She put it on her story.
Thank you for that.
Put it on her page.
Yeah, real talk. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And
Appreciate that.
That's how we start to build the black brand here in Denver, Colorado, because it's here, right? And it's up to us as a community to come together and actually stand on each other's back, right? So we're always going to amplify Entice Hookah. Right. We're always going to amplify Serenity Hair Studios.
There you go.
Yes, I appreciate that. And that's how I feel about you guys.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm gonna post and do all that and support everything that I can.
So who's your favorite podcast?
Us.
All of you guys.
She's like,
I like the
she's like, I can't
I'm
choose.
a variety person.
No, for real.
So I like my variety.
No, like,
I'm
for
like
real.
that when
Who
I'm
is?
at the restaurant. I'm like, I gotta get this appetizer. This. Can you switch that?
Sometimes you gotta choose, Courtney.
No.
Sometimes you
No.
got to
You got
choose.
different flavors. You got different flavors. I get it.
Fuck
I
that.
get it.
Fuck that. Ain't no different flavors.
It's different flavors.
Sometimes you gotta choose.
It's different flavors.
Hey, if I'm backed in
I'm
the
not gonna put her
corner,
on that.
if I'm backed in the corner on the menu, I'm choosing hot wings.
That's just how it goes.
That's just how it goes.
That's how it
choosing
goes.
spinach
Is that how you
dip.
got them knuckles? Is that how you got them knuckles?
Spinach dip. Listen,
Them hot
I'm
wing
choosing
knuckles.
that.
Hot wing knuckles. What's your favorite podcast?
This podcast.
No.
What you mean? No.
This is my first
It-
podcast too.
Oh, okay.
She said
this
this.
is it.
She said this.
Let her answer the question, dude. Let her answer
This
the
is it right
question.
here. This is my first one. So this is
That's what's up.
I
We
mean, let's
appreciate
dig into
that.
your pops though,
okay.
right? So let's talk about your father, your relationship with him. But you are only child, right?
Kinda.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Rolling Stone.
No. So it's funny you say that. So you and I can relate in that way. We're two Courtneys.
There we
And
go.
we're both kind of the only child.
There we go.
I found out that I had a sister,
Oh, serendipity
Literally.
says.
serendipitous.
There's a question in there.
It's a question. It's a question here. It's a reason why I have a sister, and I just really found out I had a sister like 3 years ago. So with that being said,
I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that either. What's her name?
Courtney.
Courtney and Courtney. Courtney first. Courtney second.
It's my sister.
Hey.
Courtney the first, Courtney the second.
Oh, but that's me. No,
No,
honestly,
Courtney.
no, real talk. With that being said, let's talk about your relationship with your father and what influence he had on your life outside of being an excellent at doing
Doing
My
hair.
hair.
Yeah. Let's talk about your father.
My dad was the most understanding person, like easy just to talk to, easy to go to.
Got it.
You felt safe. He was always fun. He looked out for everybody. I mean, he was that uncle. He was that dad. He was that friend. He was just that guy. You know what I mean? Growing up, we were kind of big into the zodiac signs and stuff too. So he is an Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius. His
Me
mother-
too, girl.
His brother was an Aquarius. So, we just kind of got that
Aquarius.
thing where we're just like very, air signs. We're like butterflies. We just hop from thing to thing, very independent, don't need a lot of, push because we're just going to do it anyway. So that means we're hard-headed and we just going to find out the hard way too. So
Got
he
it.
was just that guy that was just always trying to make it a good time, but you felt protected behind him too, and you felt safe to talk to him. My dad ended up getting in a car accident and became a quad, which that is someone that's paralyzed from the neck down. So he wasn't, because I get this question, he wasn't always paralyzed. Yeah. So I did experience a walking dad and an active dad and this football player and all these other things. So
Is he still living, Courtney?
no.
Oh, he's
he passed
not.
away. Yeah.
Sorry to
I didn't
hear
know
that.
that.
Years, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it'll be 4 years now.
So just to piggyback on that, I want to steer it in a certain direction. Once, because you experienced when he could walk, and then the point where he couldn't walk, how did that change things for you, or what were the effects?
Well, he tried to make it not different, which then what he instilled to me is let him be him, to accept what it is, which I hid everything that I wanted to feel from him, you know what I mean? Yeah. But he was so good at just still living and doing, he won championships with high school football teams, being a quad. He went back to school. He just did a whole lot of things by the house. And that's what he instilled in me, is that you try, you persevere. That's it. Just keep freaking going. That's
moving, regardless.
Don't.
And that's
no
where
matter
you get
what.
that from. Huh?
Yeah, no matter what, you just go for it.
My daughters say that about me one day. Why am I pointing with the water bottle? No, real talk. I hope my daughters can say that about me. I don't want to get hurt. But I hope that they can talk about resiliency,
right?
Discipline, all the things that you mapped out about your dad. I think that's amazing.
That is.
It's hard. Amazing. It's actually hella heartwarming.
Yeah. And then you should tell your girls too not to feel bad to have a father. That's another thing. So many people are abandoned by men and their fathers, and that, where I felt sometimes like I didn't want to share how important my dad was, and how
you felt ashamed because you didn't.
Not ashamed, but it was just more like they didn't have one, so they all
so you didn't want to talk about it. Yeah,
right.
This, or I got some backlash on I have that, and
that is so
I don't
fucked
know
up.
That does cause jealousy. You know what I mean?
But I came from
crazy.
2 separate homes. My mom and dad split up I was 6, so I was over here and then over there, but I still had both of them, and I took everything from both of them. I didn't choose one or the other, even though I was a daddy's girl. Don't get it wrong. Now my mama might say yeah, right, but there are so many things that my mother gave me too. But at the same time, again, stereotype and just the statistics of abandonment with kids not having a father, I don't get to say that.
That's crazy.
And so I get
that,
more of the backlash,
and that's real, because kids have to deal with that, right? Because kids treat other kids a certain way, and sometimes you don't understand that when you're young. Of to them, it feels like you have these special privileges that other kids might not happen to have, and for you to have both your parents co-parenting, getting along, and teaching you and giving you that loving care, other kids notice that and they can get jealous about it. So no, that's definitely real. That's a real thing.
Can I take a left turn?
Sure.
You always do.
No, I do.
Yep.
So you have some of your besties and your peoples here with you today.
Beautiful.
What do they mean to you?
Everything.
Yeah.
Not JC. Not JC. No, but so real
what does
talk,
JC mean to you?
She just met JC today.
Right. I know you from the Black.
Hey, why did
Park Hill homie?
Yeah, why did you tell them to show up with you?
Because I trust them, and I get to be my authentic self with them.
Love it.
That's dope.
All the way through,
That's the support system you were talking about, right?
Support, man.
And I'm big on that. I don't want no.
I won't call out names unless they want me to, but
I will.
absolutely.
Hey,
I know Maddie got her name called out.
We got Bobby, Maddie, and Tam in the building.
And Sarah.
Absolutely. In the building.
You just left Sarah out. Damn.
Sarah's the girl that I
did
her hair
Sarah.
every day. Sarah, did I comb your hair? Every
day?
school picture she got, that's the one right there.
That's what's up.
That's dope.
Yo,
that's what's up.
Man, but honestly, if I can just throw out there just some kudos. When I first got to the Bellows, right, it's a weird dynamic coming from Park Hill and going to the Bellows. Tam was a lot like Courtney. It was all love. It was all love, man. I got to the Bellows, man. And they accepted me. Tam was really open and just nice. It's just nice. And I get that vibe from you, Courtney. So I understand your friend group, right? But you guys have a lot in common. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not joking. I'm not playing. I'm not just throwing out hyperbole when I say that. You show love. You know what I mean? And with this.podcast, that's what we want to do, right? We want to amplify
That's a great word.
voices for people that come on our show, and we want to give flowers to people that come on the show. That's why Damien literally pointed at you and said, no, this is your show. We're just along for the ride, because, every follower that we've gotten, right, we've gotten them in an organic way, right? And we've gotten them riding the backs of not only the work that we put in ourselves, right, but our guests as well. So whenever the guests come on, we're going to respect you. We're going to give you your flowers. We're going to show you your respect, and understand that we know that our platform is meaningful, and we know that our platform amplifies voices, but we want to work in a way that is a dual relationship. Right?
So does anybody have a violin?
Yeah. That was a long one.
Does anybody have a violin?
He didn't said that like 8 times.
That's why I'm a fan favorite. That's why I'm a fan favorite.
We've been saying happy birthday to you for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Which is dope.
That's why she's gonna want to come back.
So
I just
at
wanna know
least
if
you
anybody
came
had a
on the
violin.
show before Maddie, because we've been asking Maddie to come on the show for a while.
Oh man.
And she could come to the audience, but
Hey,
she
she
can't
over
come
there
to the show.
stuttering.
So there's that.
No, it doesn't matter.
We be
You're
at
stuttering.
track practice, and I'd be like, you should come by the pod. Everybody at track practice, and you're like, yeah, I'll be there.
Right.
So we ask this question every time a guest comes on, and who would you invite on?
Stole Damien's
That's
thunder.
my question.
Stole Damien's thunder.
I know.
Stole Damien's thunder.
Don't answer my question.
Fam, they don't let me control this. I'm stealing stuff. So
Plagiarism.
So who would you invite on this.podcast?
Yes.
Ooh.
My hype man over here. He like Spliff Star. After everything I say, he's like, yeah, get him.
Hey.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I want to talk about your podcast and why I feel it's important and why you guys deserve your flowers, because you're gonna like enlighten people with different views of other people that people are not seeing every day. You know what I mean? And knowing that they have a voice and they have a message and they have a purpose. And that's what I like about you guys' show, personally.
I
So who you
appreciate that.
Um,
Appreciate that.
So who you gonna tell? Like you have so
Can
many
you
people.
let her? Can you let her answer the question? Can
you
you
not
let her
interrupt
answer?
me?
No, because you always interrupt me.
even think
So
of
can we? We
anybody.
could do this all day,
Yeah,
man.
we can do it tomorrow.
All right, for real. So who would you invite
She does-
on
she
this
said she doesn't
podcast? Who would you go?
I would invite my friends that are already here.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Are y'all-
seriously, because like I
look,
got.
Maddie's like, I want to come on right now.
No, like I'm
like,
gonna
"Give
either
me a
break.
mic,
give
I'm
me a
gonna break
mic, give me a
everybody
mic.
down. Like, and I'm gonna bring.
She
up
didn't
a
believe it
whole
at first, but
topic.
now she's
I'm
like,
bring
"Oh,
up a
this
whole
what y'all
nother
doing?"
topic, and
Listen.
at the same time break it down. Like for the ones that are here, like even like my cousin Sarah. You know what I mean? Like when you talk about somebody like not giving up
Got
and
it.
persevering. What? You want to talk about a single mom out here rocking and protecting babies?
She's like
to
the
the-
epitome of it.
What? So
That's what's up.
You know, women need to know that they can be encouraged. Like that's my whole thing. I'm gonna tell you what that means at the end. Bobby, like 100, and I'm gonna tie her and Maddie together for me.
Well,
Like,
me and
those
Bobby,
are
we
like my moms. Like they're gonna push me. They're gonna like tell me everything I'm doing wrong. They're gonna curse me out. They're gonna protect, and I'm pissed.
Thanks, Mom.
that's what's up.
Like what? Don't tell me what to do. Like why you think that's stupid?
And that's what
Stop
you
being
need in
so
your
bossy.
corner.
yeah, and I
Stop being
need
so
that
bossy,
like
Bobby.
telling me that I'm wrong. They're not my yes girls. They're my no.
That's good.
They're not
you
my yes
have to have
girls.
that.
You know what? You do not need yes.
This is
girls.
what
You
you're
do
gonna
not
say.
need yes.
You let it
Everybody yes, and you in your
'Cause that's what you do
fucking
to me.
circle, and they're not gonna do that. You know what I mean? But Bobby is teaching
Dog.
her kids stocks, like reading books, reading about like what. I mean, they have reading time for 3 hours. I can't even call.
Wait,
Like,
wait,
what?
whoa.
Pick up the phone. I'm just trying to get that one recipe you told me
Right,
about last
right.
week, but she's got reading study now, and I'm like, I can't even call her. Maddie, You know, she wants you to be healthy, be great. Like, she don't want you to settle. She wants you to have your top 10 list. Like, don't you, if they ain't checking that off, they ain't right. And I'm still trying to have her dumb down this list for herself.
like 5, right? Yeah.
God damn, man. You can take, hey, fuck.
She ain't gonna do it.
Let's shorten the
This
list
is
a little
not
bit.
gonna do it. You gotta do the
Hey,
top
Courtney,
10.
Maddie's list is thick, boy.
Woo,
That
isn't
thing.
it rough?
Hey, that's
It's
like an
rough.
encyclopedia. You're like, God damn.
It's rough. And then I got Tam, like, all the hats. You know, she's the big little sister. You know what I'm saying? Sweet as pie. She gonna share all the advice. She's already been through it all. And, you know, again, like, we come from a social environment where we're not getting recognized. It's always somebody else around us getting picked to shine.
Got it.
Even though we're doing our thing and we're not worried about it, but like you just repetitively see this person get picked, and here we are doing a lot of the work while you picking them. You know what I mean? We already set the platform for them. So I'm gonna go. Sorry, I'm not trying to take over your
no,
show.
no,
I'm not trying to
dope.
take over your show.
No,
but
that's
again,
how I
This is your
feel.
that's
show.
how the Denver Diamond Divas started too. You know what I mean? Was to not tuck our tails, not to hide behind our flaws or anything that we had going on,
Embrace them.
and to start a movement of women hosting events for promoters, clubs, concerts, whatever. But when we did our own thing, it was behind charity. It was behind being confident, and behind being that we were going to evolve into something else. You know what I mean? So all these charity basketball teams, all these softball events, we already did all that. We did that.
Got
You're
it.
doing it.
Well, we're not doing it anymore because now we've evolved, and that's the
We're
whole
doing
point. Like,
something
if I
different.
want to do a reunion with the Denver Diamond Divas, now we all got our own businesses, own cars, children's doing good, full scholarships, owning our own business. Like, if you were hating or talking about us and worried about what we were gonna do, we're somewhere else.
Let's
And
give
we-
Then the
context.
rear view.
So this is a page right out of Damo's book. Let's give context to the Denver Diamond Divas. Like, let's talk about that. Like, what is the Denver Diamond Divas for people who don't know?
It was a promotional hostess group, so you
Okay.
paid us to come and host your
Be
event.
fine.
Yep.
Paid
Yeah, we
them.
look.
That's
We
what's up.
definitely look good, and we made you feel welcome when you walked through the door. We sat you. We made sure you took pictures behind their backdrops. We made sure that the waitresses got you your bottle service. We just made it look good and feel good as far as the promotional side of it. When we hosted our skate parties, when we did our basketball events, we did it to group homes, provided mattresses, whatever it is that we were doing on the back end, it was always to give back.
That's
Okay,
what's
now
up.
in terms of
That's
talking
what's up.
about the reunion, so what is the revamp to the Denver Diamond Divas?
I don't know yet.
You don't know that part?
I'm
Hey,
just
it
saying
could be
it
on
needs to
this.podcast. That's how we revamp it.
Yeah,
Like,
let's
yeah,
do
I don't know
that.
if we have enough
thought it's-
microphones for that, Jay.
you can get off. We can
Yeah,
kick you
yeah.
off. There's one right there.
Yeah, Maddie would replace me. She'd be like, Uncle
About
Damo,
three
you gotta
mics. That's
get
about
off.
three
Maddie,
mics over there.
We waiting on you.
That's about 3 mics over there. You take Damo off.
Hey, Courtney, all love.
Thank you.
All love.
Thank you for spending your time with us. I know
Thank you.
we had some
for
technical
having me.
difficulties,
Nah,
but
it's
all
all
love.
good.
Man,
You
yo,
made it work.
Courtney and your crew was extremely,
Extremely.
extremely. The Terramana has kicked in.
Yes.
Extremely patient with us. So we
Oh
thank
yeah,
you.
no, we enjoyed it.
Jay,
Y'all have
You
fun?
guys have a good time?
Yes,
Y'all had a good
did we
time?
set the vibe?
of course. Yes,
You
we
did?
Man,
Exactly. That's why we didn't need no music.
That's what we're talking
we
about.
didn't need none of that. We
man, it's
got
a
it.
lot of it's a lot of aesthetics that we didn't have, but we still
Don't
pivoted.
talk about what?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So, since y'all had a good time, y'all had a good time, right? Can we get a round of applause?
Yes, yes.
So we're trying to keep this thing going, and a lot of what we've all been talking about, and thank you for the kudos that you gave us. It's an effort to do this, and it takes prep, financials, beautiful people in the audience, help from Lawrence and Larimer, and I think what we would like to ask is like tips. So, you know, anything that you could be willing to give out of your pocket since you had such a good time would be awesome. And there's no pressure there.
Tip your
know.
bartenders.
There's no pressure at all.
You know, no pressure at all. But it just gives us not only that, but it gives us feedback of like the things that we want to work on. Because this podcast is supposed to be about entertainment, education, and the culture.
Yeah.
Right?
Everything Denver.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And, you know, those things don't come for free. And it's just, we're trying to build. We're trying to get better. So
Definitely.
whatever you can give, that would be awesome.
Man,
But
a
other than that,
fully funded podcast.
Can I finish, man?
Fully
Can I
funded.
finish? Can I finish, bro?
Yo, go ahead.
I'll be letting y'all get off, man.
Man, Killer, I'm so sorry.
Ew.
I'm so sorry, Killer.
We're going to have to cut back on that terrible. But thank you to the audience for everything that you all have done
Thank you,
in being
friends, for coming.
patient. Yes. Coming to see your lovely friend. She did well. Like she did, like, I don't even know what you was nervous about. You didn't skip a beat. This
Not
was
a beat.
walk in the park for you. Right?
A little bit.
I mean, all up front. Like, look, this is the Diamond Diva. I do hair this way.
I was nice about it. Like, hey, I'm about to put a question out there for y'all. Hey, you know, that's that bossy side of me a little bit.
Cool.
Sorry.
But I'm going to let y'all get out. So you never stumble upon the unexpected if you only stick to the familiar. So go out there, try new things. Go check out Serenity's salon. Buy and support Amber's Big Day. And also support Entice Hookah.
Man,
Hell yeah.
Really,
And we out.
and really have your tongue out when the Diamond Divas come around.
Whoa.
Respect the aunties. We aunties now.